Hey guys! So welcome back to another recap of Happyland, and I'm going to jump right into this week's episode. So the episode starts off and Lucy is at home with her mom, and her mom is like getting ready to go to the park and find out if she passed the test for seeing if she's able to do tour guides or whatever. And Lucy's pretty much preparing for her date with Noah. And, you know, Lucy kind of talks to her mom, and she's just kind of like, you know, her mom's like, oh, you know, you should borrow an outfit from Harper, you know, because I don't really have any outfits that are suitable for you for first dates. And Lucy's like, oh, well, I haven't really been hanging out with Harper that much because it's been weird ever since Harper, you know, hooked up with Ian. So then we get to the point where the two are at a little bar, whatever. Lucy and Noah, like having a brain fart. Noah and Lucy are at this bar or whatever, and guess who they run into? Harper and Ian. So the four of them decide to have like a double date, so to speak, and things are pretty awkward because Lucy kind of goes into like, well, not Lucy, but Noah kind of goes into like asking her questions, you know, about her family, because he's trying to get to know her. He really likes Lucy, and, you know, he's trying to get to know her. So he's like asking her, you know, about how Lucy was talking about how both of her parents work at the park. And this is something that Lucy had mentioned to him previously. And, you know, Ian's looking like, what do you mean? You know, like he just had like a little puzzled look on his face or whatever. And Lucy's like, oh, you know, like things just get really kind of awkward at that point. And Harper's just kind of sitting there looking pretty. So then Lucy, to make things a little bit less awkward, she like goes to the bar and like gets something. And then Ian follows her because, you know, he wants to know what's up and why, you know, Noah knows that both of her parents work at the park. Alluding to, obviously, the fact that, you know, Ian is her brother. So, meanwhile, Harper's, like, at the table with Noah, and they're pretty much talking, and they decide to do, like, this, I guess it's like a summer fun night or whatever, where it's like all the people that are working there for the summer have like this big like drinking thing where they like drink around the park, all the different worlds or whatever, and they just get like really wasted. And you know what, let me just drift off to the side for a second. I didn't really like Harper in this episode. She was kind of starting to bug me and kind of looking like, I don't want to say it, but she was kind of looking a little hoish to me. But I'll get back into that in a second. So they're at the park or whatever, and they're drinking. Oh, it turns out that Noah's, And it did turn out that Lucy's mom did pass the test. I think her name is Elena. I think I wrote it down. Did I write it down? Yeah, Elena. So her mom did pass this test, and she runs into like these younger girls, and they're like, you know, let's go out, let's go drinking, you know, at the park. Everybody's at the park, you know, doing that whole drinking thing. So they're at the park doing the drinking thing, and then what happened? Oh, Harper, somehow she started talking to this other guy, and that's what was making me kind of seem like, Harper's kind of hoish, because she was just kind of like, she just jumps from guy to guy a little bit too fast for my liking. So some guy, like, you know, they're underage, so she like asked if the older guy could buy her a drink, you know, for her and her crew, Noah, Ian, and, you know, Lucy. And he's like, sure, if you have a drink with me. And then Harper's like, oh, well, I'm with, you know, Ian, so, you know, I can't really have a drink with you. So then he was like, Ian, you know, he hooked up with your friend over there, Lucy, a few weeks ago. So pretty much Harper learns from this cat that, you know, Lucy has hooked up with Ian. And Harper is furious at this because at this point she's thinking, okay, is Lucy really my friend, because she's, you know, pretty much stolen Will from me, and now she's working on stealing Ian. And I know this is what she was thinking in her head, because I know how women think, and I know how we are. We overreact, you know, whatever. So I know this is what Harper was thinking. And she basically runs off with this cat, and they said that they're going to steal, you know, like the mascot, the Ricky Raccoon, whatever it is, off the podium, and, you know, hide him. So she runs off with them, and then Ian's like, you know, where's Harper at, you know? So Lucy runs after her, and she leaves her date, what's his name, Noah, because she wants to, you know, make sure that things are better between her and Harper, because things are bad right now between her and Harper. And, you know, they're not looking very good as far as the friendship front is concerned. So, Lucy goes ahead and follows Harper to this thing where she's like, you know, trying to steal the raccoon with all these other people. So, she runs into Harper. She catches up to Harper, and, you know, she's got like some like crane thing or whatever, you know, getting ready to get the raccoon off. And the security comes over, busts him. Everybody runs off but her and Lucy, and they're just standing there. And then they get pulled into the little, you know, security place or whatever. And the girls pretty much have a heart-to-heart. And, you know, well, actually, you know what? They didn't have a heart-to-heart at this point. You know, they started talking, and, you know, Harper's pretty much revealing how she feels about her, Lucy, and Ian, and, you know, how the fact that she feels like, you know, he might be taking her away from him. All the meanwhile, you know, Will comes in. He hears the message over the walkie-talkie that the girls have been arrested. So he's like, oh, well, that's my girl, you know, that's my friend, my ex-girl, whatever, and my friend. So let me go over there and see, you know, if I can get him out. So he goes over there. He lets him out. He lets him go. And then Lucy pretty much thanks Will, and she's like, you know, thanks for, you know, saving us or whatever. And Harper's pretty much just like rolling her eyes, because, you know, she's still mad about the whole Lucy and Will thing. She still thinks that something's going on, which it is. Will is basically in love with her, but Lucy has no idea. So then Lucy goes to apologize. This is like the next day. Lucy goes to apologize to Noah about what happened, about her running off and everything. And they basically, you know, had their first kiss or whatever, and things are pretty much moving smoothly with them. I think that, you know, they're probably going to be together for a while before Lucy realizes finally that she loves Will, but that's probably going to be like way down further in the season, if it happens at all this season. And then at the end of the episode, Lucy kind of patches things up with Harper, and she does reveal to him that Ian is her brother and that James Chandler is her father. So now Harper knows everything, and the girls are back to being friends, and they're no longer just friends because of Will. You know, they're friends because they want to be. But yeah, Harper, she was just kind of pissing me off in this episode, the top of it. I was just kind of like, girl, if you do not stop jumping from guy to guy, pick a guy and stick with him. I'm like, come on now, stop doing that. Like, you look like a hoe. So yeah, that was pretty much this week's recap. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.